Good morning, everyone. This is our final day of vacation before we go back to work tomorrow for 2 weeks until we get another week. I think I figured out why this game was crashing, so we're going to find that out shortly. I think it was also affecting my NASCAR game as well, although I didn't have it crash during game. But if I clicked out of it and it shrunk, minimized, and then it would have a fatal error sometimes, which it wasn't doing before. So I think we figured out the cause of that and have corrected that, but we'll see going forward, obviously. So what we've got today is the replay of the Mexico City Minotaurs and the Arkansas Pandas that almost completed and then crashed without an error screen. But like I said, I think we figured out the issue, and we're going to give it a go here one more time, and off we go. So into the game we have the Mexico City Minotaurs led by Warren Moon and Arkansas Pandas led by Terry Bradshaw. The Minotaurs have Kurt Warner and Don Meredith on the bench in case anything happens to Warren Moon, and the Pandas have Ben Roethlisberger and Aaron Brooks in case something happens to Terry Bradshaw. Rich Camarillo in to kick off. They're using the punter. Must have a little stronger leg than Gary Anderson, their field goal kicker.
This one is handled by number 35. They're ready to go on offense for the first time.
And the Minotaurs have Todd Sarabran as their punter and Robbie Gould as their place kicker.
1st and 10.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
And Warren Moon will start with the ball. It's Alan Amici in the backfield with him.
Line up in a 4-3. Takes off. Urlacher is there on the stop at the 36-yard line.
Here's what happened. You get a guy who can move around back there. The defense gets busy covering everyone, and they forget about the quarterback. He gets past that marker and picks up a first down.
Pretty good run by a quarterback, right?
No more, fellas. Got them out. Watch each other back. We like a pack of wolves. We turning it up.
I did get Pro Strategy Football as well. Thinking about doing a
Fakes the handoff. Looking long
all-times
down the right
team
side of the field. And he
franchise.
throws it out at the 31-yard line.
You have to play him
Or well, they call it a
physically off the
career.
line.
Not quite
Up
sure how it
off
works
his
as
right,
far as
jam,
the
stuff
end
like
of the
that.
season goes
Because
for
I'll
the
tell you this,
Legends,
if you
but
give him a free release and he can get
it has
behind you, he can do some real damage.
the best teams from different years. Actually, the mod that I have has 100 of them. So what I did was play the teams against each other, like 1969 against 2017 Chiefs, to see which one gets to be in the league. And in that case, it was the 1969 Chiefs.
The offense won the battle
I'm
at the
assuming
line of
because of
scrimmage,
defense.
and they blew the defenders off the line, opening holes for the runner to slide right through.
But for the most part, the ones that you would think got in or would get in, got in. 72 Dolphins, 85 Bears, that kind of thing.
Gonzalez goes in motion.
But where I had multiples, and obviously Houston Oilers kind of things.
Is there on the stop at the 4. The move to change
And then
again
also we
after
had
another
Baltimore
long
Colts,
gain on the
so
ground.
those went in with
Coach the
Indy
other day,
because they're
and he
Colts.
said he wanted to emphasize the run a little more.
Oilers I
That's
threw in with the
exactly what we're
Texans.
It's 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Even though they're the Titans, really. Or did I throw them in the Titans? Anyway, I got it down to 1 per franchise.
He couldn't find a receiver, so he threw it where no
And
one could get it.
thinking about just simming those weeks and then just watching the highlights. That game has a pretty cool feature in it that you can just skim through the
It's
highlights
2nd
of each
and
game.
goal at the 4.
Graphics aren't quite as good as Madden, obviously, but
Defense from the gun.
it's more like a
Receives the handoff.
looks more like Tecmo Bowl, really.
Brings it down, looking to run.
Or if anybody ever played the football game they had on Facebook, I think it looks a lot like that. Might be the same people actually, the way it looks.
Right into the end zone.
But it's very similar style to Tecmo. Doesn't have quite as many goofy sounds as Tecmo Bowl. And I think there's a mod that actually makes it sound like Tecmo Bowl if you wanted that, but I don't think we're gonna implement that. I think we're just gonna leave it the way it is and maybe start a series on that. Dream season, if you will. You know, similar to the old ESPN series, but we're not going to do the real highlights and stuff. We'll just do the highlights from the actual games.
Good. Great job moving the ball down the field for a touchdown on their first possession.
I really like the way these guys came right out after Jan offense.
Not sure when we're going to start that.
Calls,
And this here is set up as a franchise, so it should have a draft at the end of the year. Although, being that all these players are legends and the way the teams are created, they're all pretty young. Not sure how the draft would go with these guys, but we'll see. Maybe somebody will be good enough to get kept.
From the 3-yard line.
But we'll see.
You know that the offense has their eyes set on tying this thing up here on
And I think I have them all CPU owned, so I'm sorry, human owned. So I could theoretically just pick people and then not sign them. So
Out of the I formation. With the pass.
You really wouldn't
Pass caught by the
have to
fullback.
get anybody until someone retires, right? So
that's just how they teach you to do it. Read the
not
play,
sure how many
find the
years we would
weakness,
get out of it,
and then
but
go after it.
we'll cross that bridge when we get there, right?
Ball on their own 28.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
No more, fellas.
Charles, the lone back. They give it to the halfback. Dockett is there.
God, it feels like there's a hair on my mouth and I can't find it. It's weird.
To the open field and picks up the first down.
And what
Every time I take a
happened was
drink
they
of
missed him
coffee, I
with the
feel it.
blitz. And when they did that, there were no linebackers to converge, and that's how he got by the first down marker.
Ball on their own 40.
All right, back to the game here. Bradshaw pitches it to Jamal Charles, and he's got nowhere to go.
Behind the line for a short loss. And he chases him down behind the line
It's
of
just a
scrimmage
pretty
for a
high-scoring
loss.
game when
I'll
it
tell you, he's
crashed
one of the
last
most
time, so
knowledgeable defenders in the league. He
let's
knows
see
how
if
to
that
play the game,
continues this
and he
time or
also
not.
knows what's going on.
Second and long coming up here.
Sorry, trying to pull it up on my phone here and make sure everything looks all right.
Backs are lined up in an I. Little misdirection. Nickerson comes up to make the play at the 40-yard line.
They might not be busting off big games, but those linemen are really working hard now.
Third and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Wow, having issues already.
Dimebacks in for this play. Drops back, pressure coming, gets the pass off, and he hits his target.
I did hear audio, so I think we're good there.
What was the guy thinking? A short pass reception like that will never get you the yardage you need to move past the first down marker.
And it's like I said, it's the last day of vacation. Not sure exactly what we're going to be doing today. Probably try to get some more course playthroughs in.
Spot this one where it went out.
Still got a ways to go in that series. Supposed to maybe do some Fortnite this afternoon with Dwayne and Rich. I'm not sure if anybody else will be joining us. Sammy's a possibility if he's around.
The home team line up in a 4-3. The blitz is on. He's going to run. They'll down him at the 33.
Here's what happened. You get a guy who can move around back there. The defense gets busy covering everyone, and they forget about the quarterback. And he gets past that marker and picks up a first down.
Yeah, I tried to set up my streaming software to have scenes like categories. So you had like shooters and, well, I did sports, but you could technically do baseball or football or whatever it is you're gonna, you know, however you want to break it up. And then inside that I had the sources for each game.
Yeah, because the defense was in
But I had to break it back out separately because
they were watching him.
it would
They were able
want
to respond
to
the ball
whatever
down before he got very
resolution
far.
I have for Madden, it would want to run the same for Super Mega Baseball, and it was
keeps
or
it.
vice versa,
Sugg
depending
is
on what I
there for
played.
the tackle. At the
So I kept having to
41-yard
resize
line.
it
Pretty
just
good
to
coverage
make it
downfield,
full
so
screen
decided to
properly.
pack
So
it in, picked up a handful in the process.
it looks
That's
as though
just
if
the
I
kind of thing
separate them
he'll do.
out
He's
with
very
their own
good at
seams
creating
and then do the
opportunities
source
with his play.
inside each one,
Third
it's
and 2 coming up here.
handling it better as far as keeping all the resolution straight.
Only one man in the backfield, looking to run it here. Williams
And I
brings
locked
him
them,
down before he
which
can
makes
reach
it
the
even
marker.
more odd.
So we should see the punter after they fail to convert
I would
on
think
third
if it was
down.
locked, it wouldn't be able to change it, but apparently it does. Dude, I'm
Sauerbrunn
feeling whatever that
coming
is
now to put it
every
away.
time.
Reed is back to receive this kick.
Ed Reed back to receive. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by whatever
From the 18.
I'm feeling on
It's
my.
still early in the game.
I take my
but
drinks.
You got to think the coach wants
Driving
his
me
guys
nuts.
to make a statement by scoring some points in this drive.
First and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Again, really like to see this in one of the newer Maddens, but it's God, so much to mod, and I can't find everything so far. So
Pico is there for the tackle.
right now, it's making it pretty much
21-yard line.
impossible.
Defensive tackle surged through the line to bring the runner
Gives me
down.
appreciation for the people doing those college mods or whatever, because everything's done,
Ball on their own 21.
except the ones that are
Ball
cheating
on the 21-yard line.
and using the in-game college teams,
The visiting team line up in a 4-3.
which is probably
Closing
most
in.
of them, to be honest.
Throw picked off. The 20, the 10, touchdown. A spectacular interception and returned for a touchdown.
Dawkins with the pick.
Number 9 comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good.
The coach has to make sure his defense doesn't get too confident
Goal with
after
the
that
extra point.
touchdown. Sometimes after a defensive score, they'll come back out and let the offense go right down the field and take the momentum back.
Thought about maybe trying to get game 3s in for the Super Mega Baseball 3 playoffs as well. The World Baseball League, if you will.
From the 1-yard line. The defense made a
I need to come
great
up
play
with a
the last
schedule,
time
I
on the
guess.
field,
I
intercepting
don't
the
know.
pass, taking it back for a touchdown.
I'm just afraid if I have a set time that I'm gonna do everything, I'll be like, I don't feel like doing that, and then
Ball on their own 28.
the whole thing falls apart, right?
Charles, the lone setback. Number 87, the motion man. Handed off to the back. Williams comes up to make the play.
Charles with a decent run there.
33.
Running the ball consistently is a first step in creating a balanced attack.
Alright, I think I fixed whatever was causing my issue with my drinks there. Still didn't figure out exactly what it was, but
Charles in the backfield. Wayne goes in motion. Tosses it left.
Pandas need to get something done here. They're already down 14-0.
32-yard line.
This is where you got to run a few counters or misdirections to take advantage of this team's aggressive defense.
Sorry, I had to use my back stretcher there.
The visiting team with a 4-man front. Going for the deep man.
Oh, and he dropped it.
Excellent hands and a pass right on target. The receiver can't bring it in.
He's a trusted
Yikes.
possession receiver who the quarterback looks for whenever he needs a big catch. This time he dropped it.
It was Travis
I guess
Kelce
they'll continue
on the
to
drop.
look in his direction when they need that big play.
So they'll line up to punt after going 3 and out.
Boom and punt.
They'll down this one at the 14-yard line. Excellent kick. Deep and very high. Ball on their own 15.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
One of us gonna make a play.
Only one man in the backfield.
Let's go. Hey, hey, hey.
Number 75 drags him down behind the line. Great play
No
from the
gain
defensive
on the
end.
play.
He's such a disruptive force against the pass. Whether he's coming after
So
the quarterback or knocking the ball out of the air.
added these to Steam as non-Steam games, and this one and the NASCAR, and I think that was causing the issues. If I recall, I think I tried that months ago and had the same issue. I just didn't think about it until it happened again.
All day, baby. Come on. Keep moving.
A little misdirection.
They don't get nothing.
Michi with a little bit of a hole.
At the 17.
I know they didn't get much, but it's all about
Only
making
two
the
there.
defense
Looked like more than
respect
that.
the fact that you're willing to run.
Third down and long.
So anyway, I think that might have been the issue. Something in the graphics that Steam tries to do with it doesn't. This one and the NASCAR game don't like, so.
He's there for the catch. Hasty is there for the tackle.
James Hasty on the tackle.
If they're going to be successful on offense, it all starts with him. He's a natural leader out there, and he can really light up the scoreboard when he gets into
Complete
a
to Otis Taylor.
On the 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
They ain't got nothing. Do something. Do something.
The home team line up in a 4-3. To carry it, they'll go with a play fake. Throws it, nearly intercepted. Taylor was his intended target.
Taylor, the intended receiver on the play.
34, James Hasty all over that.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Regular. Here I go.
Number 39, the lone setback. Under pressure, throwing. Jumps up.
Oh, just over the outstretched arms of the defender.
To throw it in his direction, John.
Yeah, he's got
Walt
some of the
Harris
best
just
hands in
missed the
league.
ball there.
He'll catch just about anything he can get to. I think he's most effective when they really need to catch. Third down, things like that.
That's
when
going to do
he
it for the
really
first
shines
quarter.
out there.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and the score is 14.
The Pandas have reached the
The home team.
red zone, though.
Nothing.
And we're ready to start the second quarter.
1st and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line.
They soft, man. Let's go now. I can do it.
The
man.
home
You got
team
it.
with a four-man
Go make a
front.
play.
Moon sends a man in motion. They give it to the halfback. Hasty is there on the stop at the 20.
The defense came up and stopped him right in his tracks. That's just the kind of thing that the defensive coordinator loves to see.
Let's see what they can do in the red zone.
Happy December, too, to everybody that tunes in. Today's the last day of November.
Watch the ball.
Year's
So with the ball in the
flying
red
by.
zone, they have a very good chance of extending that lead. Hand it off. Great fake. With the throw. And this
Oh,
pass
wide
is
open.
completed. Touchdown, visiting team.
This is a good play by
Tom
the
Fears
offense in
on the
red zone.
touchdown.
The wide receiver is going to break away right here.
Yeah, the
and
game
come up
that
with a
crashed,
catch
this guy
and
was
the
having,
touchdown.
he had 3 touchdowns, I think. He was having a monster game. He's the Pandas Hill from the Chiefs. The kind of game he had.
The extra point attempt is good. John, they're starting to run away with this one, and they are clearly the far superior team.
Yeah, and the last drive tells me that the defense is in for a long day if they keep playing like this. They need to find a way to at least slow them down.
Oh, I'm my bad. I said the Pandas were in the red zone. It was the Minotaurs again. Looking at the wrong team there
To kick
on the
off.
scoreboard.
Sends it sailing.
Another reason I should have made the
This
Minotaurs
one is
more
handled by Reed.
gray than black.
The home
Can't
team
keep the two of them
face
straight.
an uphill battle as they begin this drive at the 25.
Pandas down 21.
1st and 10.
Bradshaw needs to see if he can get something going with his teams here.
Rush in.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package.
All day, baby. Come on.
Gets the pass off, and it's complete. Dawkins is there for the tackle at the 32-yard line. Bradshaw completes the pass. Good pickup, about 7 yards.
Complete to Rod Smith.
Ball on their own 32.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Stay backside.
To the left.
Pitch to Charles.
Number 21.
Got
comes up
one
to
block
make
on the edge,
play.
but couldn't get the
At
second one.
32. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition. Ball on their own 32.
Not a lot of runs in the game so far.
The visiting team with a four-man front. Pressure, gets rid of it.
That time
Dawkins
Kelsey
is
hangs
there
on
for
to
the
it.
tackle.
This is good communication between the quarterback and his receiver to keep the chains moving. They know where the first down marker is, and they recognize the type of coverage the defense is playing. The ball is there, and so is the catch.
Coming through, baby. We're talking about Brian. You can't stop me. Danny. So we gonna take it.
A little misdirection. Nickerson.
Oh, I thought he had the edge there too.
He's there to make yet another outstanding defensive play.
He made a name for himself with plays like that. He's one of those guys that every defensive coordinator would love to have on his team. He's smart, he plays with good intensity.
Well, I see a
He's a heck
stream.
of a leader on and off the field.
But I don't see the stats that I saw last time. I don't want those. Give me a second, trying to find them again here. Still not that one. There we go. Now I can see what I'm supposed to see. Alright, let me get back. Sorry for the freeze there. I had to.
The visiting team line up in a 4-3.
Couldn't see any of the Twitch
Coming,
stats
throwing
about
it
my
away.
stream here.
Didn't want to risk an
It's blank for
interception
some
and
reason.
decides to throw it away.
But we got it situated.
Ball on their own 37.
I couldn't understand why I couldn't see it. I'm watching the stream on the phone, so I know it's on.
Team come out in a nickel package. Bradshaw
But it
with
wasn't
a man
giving
in
me
motion.
any of the viewers or any of that.
Let's do our thing.
Drops back. Steps up into the pocket.
Covering guys downfield is a good way to get pressure on the quarterback. If he can't find someone downfield, then he has to throw it away, hold it, or pull it down quickly. Or the pass rushers will be right there to haul him down.
So far, the Minotaurs are dominating this game.
Number 35, back to return. This one goes out of bounds.
Couldn't have angled that too much better.
Ball on their own 26.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Under 10. Let's go, D. Let's go. Keep
The home
down.
team with a four-man front gets the call. Gets the pass off. Ooh,
Ooh.
nearly picked off. Taylor was the intended receiver on that play. Hasty with the coverage.
Second and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Deuce it.
The home team come out in a 4-3. Receives the handoff. Reed comes up to make the play at the 31.
When you have a good balance of run and pass on offense, the defense doesn't have
Well,
a
if your
chance
safety's
to focus
making the
in
tackle,
on
that's
either
probably
one of
not
them.
good.
They need to be prepared to cover both options.
Third and
Ball on their
5.
own 31.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
No more, fellas.
Moon back in the shotgun. Number 85 moves in motion. Pump fakes. Gets the pass off. He hits his receiver. Harris is there for
Wow,
the tackle. At the
two
45.
receivers over there for some
Johnny
reason.
has great touch.
Now you say, what's his strength? What does he do best? Well, you can see it right there. It's his accuracy that puts this guy on a whole nother level.
It's like Fears again on the reception.
First and 10.
The Pandas need to come up with something. This is getting ready to get out of hand.
Stay at home. Hey, watch
Number
that
35,
screen.
the lone back.
Watch each other back. Keep moving.
With a counter play. This one will be spotted at the 45-yard line. He wraps him up and now has 4 tackles. He tried to pick his way through the middle, but there was no room.
That's right. And when the middle of your offensive line is eaten up like that, you got to try and get to the outside. But they wouldn't let him get away.
Ball on the 45-yard line. The home team come out in a nickel package. Moon sends a man in motion. Gets the delayed handle. Suggs is there on the stop at the 44.
A big part of this guy's running style is to use the blockers to set up his cuts. But they were nowhere to be found on that run.
Third down play. They have to get it to the 35-yard line for a new first.
What's the hard count? Don't stop that motor. Let's go.
Pump fakes. Gets the pass off. Almost picked off.
And what the defense is doing is they're watching the quarterback's eyes. They're cluing. They're in position so that whatever happens, the ball is in front of them. And that time, it almost got him an interception.
Sauerbrunn comes into the game for the punt. Reed sets up, waiting for the punt. Fair catch called for. So they have 1st and 10 here.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
He's back. Here we go. Let's turn it up, D.
Kennison moves in motion.
Coming to red. We gotta have it, D. Let's go now.
Steps up into the pocket. He was hit just as he threw.
When you let the defense get into your backfield that quickly, bad things are going to happen to you.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go, baby. Rock and roll.
They line up in the I formation. Closing in. Gets the pass off. Incomplete pass. He somehow got that pass off.
The play didn't work because the quarterback's timing and balance was off. When he starts to feel pressure, he gets a little nervous, and he has to get rid of the ball.
3rd and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Hey. Let's go. Lost the vertical.
Charles, the lone setback. Bradshaw with a man in motion.
They scared. Let's go.
Drops back. Under pressure, he can't get away.
Line had some problems with their assignments on that play. They just couldn't get the defenders at bay.
Good defensive stand there. Now they'll punt it away after a 3-and-out. From the 38.
47-yard punt. Return for a gain of 1 yard. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. No, one. Keep moving. Everything you got. What's the hard count?
Hand it off to the back. Reed is there on the stop at the 44.
As a coach, you need to make sure that you establish your running game as a weapon that can hurt the other team.
Ball on their own 44.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Blue down. Play hard and fast, baby. Will. Watch the snap down.
With a counterplay. Dropped in the backfield for a short
Holding
loss.
on the offense. Number 65.
Jackson is going to be flagged for holding on that play.
If the defensive guys get a good jump, sometimes the only thing you can do to protect a quarterback is grab hold of somebody's jersey.
We turning it up. We're talking about bringing.
The home team line up in a 4-3. Fires this one deep. Incomplete. He had to unload that pass in a hurry.
Yeah, he felt those guys closing in and gunned the ball out of there.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Hey, let's go one deep. Bring it up.
Moon with a man in motion. Pressure, stepping up. What a move by the defensive lineman to get the sack.
Now that is a heck of a play. When you drop everyone back in coverage and you still get the sack, you have two things. First, you have great coverage downfield. Second, you have guys up front who can really rush the passer.
Sauerbrunn will come in now to punt it away. Reed lines up deep for the punt return. And he waves for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 19-yard line. First and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line.
Here we go, baby. Rock and roll. All on us, y'all.
With a counter play. Dawkins comes up to make the play.
What they're doing here is keeping the defense from huddling up. And it keeps the same defense on the field.
Here comes the blitz. They'll take off. Pico is there on the stop at the 43.
You know what this does? It keeps one defense on the field. And it doesn't let them get the right personnel in there sometimes.
Blitz is coming with the throw. The 30 jumps and makes the catch.
He's one of the most dangerous receivers. I like to get the ball in his hands because he can break a long one at any time. I like to hurry up here. It's a change of pace, and it's a way to get the defense uncomfortable.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Gets rid of it. Jumps and makes the catch. Williams comes up to make the play.
Here's a no-huddle. It's a good way to keep the defense off balance.
Be careful. Watch out. Hey, watch that screen. Do something.
Drops back. Gets the pass off. Picked off in the end zone. He dives. Touchdown. The defense forces the turnover. Gets it in for the touchdown.
Wow, Arkansas Pandas really struggling today. Hopefully they can figure out some adjustments at halftime to get this at least back to respectable if they can't catch them.
Number 9 comes in for the extra point. The point after is good.
Here's a situation where the offense can make this negative a positive. The defense will probably be looking to jump another pass, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a stop-and-go route with a good pump fake, and maybe they'll get a quick score of their own.
He got all of that one. This one is fielded by Reed. The defense picked off a pass there last time out and returned it for 6 points. So they have first and 10 here.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Get some swat going. Danny. Yeah, you see me. Watch the fake.
They'll pass on first down. Launching the pass deep down the right side. Jumps and makes the catch.
The offense
Throws it
calls
in
a
double
timeout.
coverage, but they
Kennison
come away
on
with
the
the first
reception.
down.
The result of the play is a first down.
Ball
First
on the
and 10.
40-yard line.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Get it up. Let's go.
Bradshaw with a man in motion.
Watch the man.
The home
Timeout
team
called by the
call a
offense.
timeout. They
White
have one
makes the
left.
sack.
The offensive line just
5-yard
lost the
loss
battle
on
up
the
front
play.
on that play. They have to
Second
keep
and
their
15.
shoulders square, keep
Ball
their
on the
inside foot up,
45-yard
or they're going to get beat again and again.
Watch screen.
Out of the gun. Number 87 in motion.
Let's go. Hey, let's go. Bring it up, baby.
Gets rid of it. Picked off. The defense is forcing
on the
turnovers,
interception.
creating havoc. They've intercepted the quarterback 3
Jiminy
times.
Christmas. Pandas can't get anything going here.
After the defense gets the
Ball on
takeaway,
the
they're now set to
48-yard
go
line.
at the 48.
We gotta have it.
Number 39, the lone back. Hand it off. Stiff arm keeps him at bay. This one will be spotted at the 31. And that's now
Zonka
3
with the
tackles
carry.
for him in this game.
Gain of
The offensive
16
line
on the
does
play.
its job perfectly.
And what happened was the defense was bringing extra guys to get to the quarterback.
First and
When it
10.
turned out it was a
Ball
run,
on
the line had
31-yard
already
line.
invited the lineman upfield and out of the play.
The home team line up in a 4-3. Hands it off. Reed is there for the
offense calls
tackle
a timeout.
at the
Number
23.
35
Vision
on
is
the
so
run.
important to these ball
Gain of
carriers.
8
They got to
on the
find
play.
the hole and get to it before it closes. There's no hole there, and they got to know that too.
Second and
If
2.
you don't have the vision,
Ball on
you
the
just can't find the
23-yard
hole.
line.
It's on. Let's turn it up, D.
Number 35, the lone back. Hand it off to the back. Play action. There he goes. Williams is there on the stop
On the
at
carry.
the 12-yard
Gain of
line.
12
What a headache for
on
the
the play.
defense.
You know, that's what a mobile quarterback can do. When everything breaks down, he can run and pick up a first down for you.
So they have
First and
12 yards to go for a
Ball on the
touchdown.
12-yard line.
Don't stop that motor. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
The home team come out in a nickel package with the throw, and he goes out at the 8-yard line.
Look here. He does two things perfectly on this play. One, he watches the ball all the way into his hands to make the catch. And two, he shows great awareness and gets both feet down in bounds. Hey, that's a nice-looking play.
Set.
The veteran
kick
kicks it through.
Is good.
Number 9 will be kicking off. Squib kick here. From the 15-yard line. And this should be the last play of the
Ball
half.
on the 30-yard line.
They soft, man. Hold the look. Back in the gun.
The defense lines up in the nickel.
Let's go, B. Let's go.
Throws it. He made the catch, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's the end of the second quarter with the score. The visiting team ahead of the home team, 31-0. As we take a look at his success returning kicks, we get ready for the kickoff. Halftime is over. Now we're all set for the second half kickoff.
Alright, time to see if the Pandas can make any adjustments to get back into this game.
This one is taken by Reed.
I've actually had two crash previously of these two teams, and they were much more competitive than this game has been. So what's different now, I don't know, but we'll see if they made some adjustments at halftime to get back into this thing.
Let's go. Check it.
They'll go from the I formation. Hand it off. Lockett is there for the tackle at the 23-yard line.
The best backs in the league average 4 to 5 yards a carry. But there are a lot of things that go into a successful running game. You got to have good play calling, good blocking up front, and a back that can take advantage when he sees the opening.
Gain of 4.
Turn it up now. Watch your man.
Charles, the lone setback. He'll take off. Waters is there on the stop at the 33. Using his feet, he scrambles for a nice gain.
You know, that's what your quarterback has to be able to do. When everything else breaks down, he can run and pick up a first down for
First
you.
and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line.
They ain't got nothing.
Charles lines up behind his fullback in the eye.
They don't get nothing. Come on. Come on. Let's
He'll
go.
pass
Let's
on a
go.
first down. Throws it. This pass is incomplete.
That's the way to make him come up with nothing but air.
On the cover.
Waters had the coverage on the play.
Second and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Come on. Yeah, you see me. Keep it up. We gotta have it, D. You gotta believe it. It's RJ. Hey, watch that screen. Be the hammer, not the nail.
Here they come with the pass broken up. Number
Incomplete
21
pass.
was there on the coverage.
Number 21 on the coverage.
I don't recall seeing any games in this season so far that have been this one-sided.
Third and 10.
I'd have to go back and
Ball
look
on
to
the
make sure, but I
33-yard
sure
line.
don't remember them.
Deeper than the deepest.
Dime backs in for this play. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Plenty of pressure, and he barely gets the pass away.
This defensive coordinator understands that pressure is the key to
Well, that
forcing
didn't look
offense
like there were
into
very good
making
adjustments
mistakes.
made, did it?
If his players keep playing like this, he might be up for a head coaching job pretty soon.
Number 3 is ready to punt this one away. Number 35 into return. From the 22-yard line. Number 35 doesn't have a whole lot of room to work with, getting it to the 31.
I'd say the Pandas need some turnovers, but they've not been able to score at all yet, so I don't know if that would even help them.
Ball on their own 31.
I mean, it would keep the other team from scoring, obviously, so that would help them, I suppose, but...
Let's turn it up, D.
They have the lead. One big reason is because they've done a real good job on the ground on first down.
Not bad. And that success leads to bigger and better things, usually.
Number 80 was the one they were trying to get the ball to. Harris with the coverage.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line.
It's showtime, baby. Here we go.
Number 35, the lone back, tosses it left. Off and running. Urlacher comes up to make the play at the 46.
That's exactly the way you want to run this play. Perfect pitch by the quarterback. The back didn't have to break stride, and they bring it downfield for a good game.
Ball on their own 46.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Keep moving. Rush in.
Number 39, the lone setback, handed off. The 40. Harris is there for the tackle at the 26. They get 2 first downs on 2
carry.
running plays.
They're looking to pound it at him right now.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Get it up. Let's go. Set.
Gets the pass off. Jumps up. He has a touchdown. Visiting team.
Wow.
Great catch for the touchdown.
Yeah, he's a veteran receiver, and he knows how to get open in the end zone.
This is getting ugly.
Number 9 comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good. Good drive to start the 3rd quarter, John.
The coaching staff made some good adjustments in the locker room, and they came out moving the ball well. Now the defense has to make their adjustments to keep these guys in check.
Nice distance. This one is handled by Reed. Following a punt on their last drive, the offense now makes its way back out onto the field. Ball on their own 20.
I mean, the Pandas have a pretty good roster. I'm kind of surprised they're getting shut out so bad.
Handed off. Is there for the tackle.
This team's always trying to get a good mix of run and pass plays.
Ball on their own 22.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Danny. From the start. Come on. We turning it up. Let's go. Go make a play. Get it started. We're talking about win.
Gets the pass off. Knocked away. He appeared to feel the pressure there.
So many passing attacks in the NFL rely on timing. When you can put pressure on the passer, you never give him a chance to get into a rhythm, and you force him to throw the ball before he wants to.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
They worry about us coming. Keep that pressure on them.
This team has to start converting on 3rd down if they're going to be successful.
Going deep. Goes up, makes the catch.
They have a lot of respect for his speed. And a lot of times he gets a pretty big cushion. And that's where he's going to want to break off a route and use his speed to create run after the catch.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
You can't stop me. Let us dictate. Hey, watch the screen.
Number 22, the deep back.
Let's go.
Going the counter play. Dawkins is there for the tackle at the 23. Number 22 fighting for yardage that time. He's able to reel off a nice gain. It's 1st and 10.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Let's turn it up, D. All right, let's go. What's the hard count? Don't stop that motor.
He Keeps it. Pico pulls him down at the 22. Loss of a couple on that one.
Well, I don't think that was a designed quarterback run. But he thought he saw something open, but it closed up quickly, and he had nowhere to go.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Watch the man. Hey, watch that screen. Let's run, man.
He's going for it all. Goes up, makes the catch. Touchdown, home team. A nice pass, a nice catch, and it goes for the score. Anderson comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good.
No matter what kind of field position you start with, as an offensive player, you got to be thinking touchdown. These guys kept their eye on the end zone, and that's exactly the kind of drive they were looking for.
Number 3 in to kick this one off. And he got all of that one. A great kick. From the 4. Off and running. And he's in for the score.
And what you're going to see here is a good example of how you can set up blocking on kick returns. Watch how they create a crease for him. He sees his lane, makes some moves, and then he's gone.
The point after is good. Well, that's one way to electrify your team. Score before the offense can even take the field.
This is why your return guy is so important in every game. In no time at all, you can go from losing to winning with one big run back. It also seems to fire up the rest of the guys when your special teams get you some points.
Number 9 is back and ready to put this one in the air. This one is handled by Reed. The defense gave up a touchdown on the last series. Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Watch him fake. Watch your eyes.
The visiting
Defense, get
team
ready.
come out in a
Let's go,
nickel
let's go.
package. Going the counter play. Nickerson is there for the tackle
carry.
at the 30-yard line.
11
They brought
on
some
the
extra
play.
people but couldn't stop him before he got the first.
And run blitzing these guys isn't a bad idea because you know they like to run. But you got to be sure to bring guys in the
Ball
right
on the
place. If you
30-yard
think they
line.
might run to the outside, additional blitzers in the middle isn't going to help you much.
Wayne in
One of
motion.
us gonna make a play. It's on. Hey, watch the ball.
Gets the call.
On the ground, on the ground.
Number 43 comes up to make the
ball
play.
carrier.
Charles
Gain of
picks up the
11
first
on the
down.
play.
That's the second time on this drive he's been able to move the chains. So they have 1st and 10 here.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Let's go now. Get it up.
Number 22 is the deep back. Gets the toss to the right. Dockett is there for the
22
tackle
on the
at the
carry.
40-yard
Loss
line.
of 2
They were trying
on
to stretch the
play.
defense, trying to beat them to the sideline. But they have a quick defense that reacts very quickly to plays, and they were right there to shut it down.
2nd and 12. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Keep it up. Stay at home.
Nickelback in this time. Gets rid of it. Number 21 comes up to make the play at the 38. Kennison adds to his total with that catch and is now over 100 yards. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Get some slot going. Here we go.
The visiting team with a 4-man front. With the throw, gets his hand on it. Yet
The pass
another
falls
drop for
incomplete.
him.
Number 87, the intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Here we go, baby. Here we go, baby. Rock and roll.
Bradshaw out of the gun, dropping back, fakes the throw, throws it, and this pass is completed. Number 21 is there for the tackle at the
First down on the
26.
play.
Johnny has such a quick release, and the ball is out before anybody knows what's happening.
That makes it hard for him to be sacked, and it gives the defenders less time to react.
First and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Be careful. Play football. Hey, hey, hey. All right, now. You got to have it, D. Here we go.
The rush is on. They reached him just as he was throwing.
Incomplete
The
pass.
short pass
Drew
falling to
Griffith,
the
the
turf, and
intended
it'll be
receiver
second
on the
down.
play.
And this is the 8th play of this
Ball
drive.
on the 26-yard line.
Get me going. Let's go. All on us, y'all.
With 2 extra defensive backs, the defense is in the dime.
Rush in.
There he goes. Nickerson comes up to make the play.
On the run.
He breaks this one for a
7-yard
gain.
You know, you
on
can
the
run any
play.
defensive scheme you want, but I'll tell you this, it's hard to compensate for the quarterback that can scramble and make plays on the run.
And this is the 9th play of this drive.
Ball
They're
on the
threatening inside the
19-yard
20.
line.
We're talking about brilliant.
He got it into the end zone on their last red zone drive. With the pass, with the adjustment, he has it. Touchdown!
When you get this kind of execution, you got a great chance of making a big play. Watch it here as everyone takes care of their assignment. The pass is thrown where the receiver can make the best play in the ball, and it's 6 points.
The point after is good.
Football is all about trusting your teammates to make good decisions out there in the heat of the battle. When you can do that, everybody starts firing on all cylinders, and you can come up with drives like the one we just saw.
Number 3 comes in to kick off. From the 4. The defense looks to
return,
rebound
18
after
yards.
that last
Thomas
effort when they
on
allowed
the
a
return.
touchdown. It's
They'll
first
take
and
over
10.
at the 23-yard line. First and 10.
Let's ride, man. Stay at home. Set.
Gonzalez comes in motion.
Under 10, 10. What's the hard count?
With a counter play. Missed tackle. Reed comes up to make the play.
carry.
At the
Gain of
37.
14
Number
on the
39.
play.
Pushing his way through the would-be tacklers, he picks up solid yardage. Ball
First
on their
and
own
10.
37.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Let us dictate.
The home team come out in a 4-3.
Hey, watch that screen.
Gets the pass off. Drops the interception.
pass
Good
falls
timing getting in between the ball and the
Taylor,
receiver to
the
save what
intended
would have been a big
receiver
gain.
on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line.
What screen?
With the carry, fakes the handoff. Deep throw. What a catch. The 10. Touchdown. Visiting team.
When you get this kind of execution, you got a great chance of making a big play. Watch it here as everyone takes care of their assignment. The pass is thrown where the receiver can make the best play in the ball, and it's 6 points.
The point after is good.
They did everything they had to on that one, and the end result is a trip across the goal line and a TD on the board.
Number 9 looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off. Good distance. This one is taken by Reed. The defense gave up a touchdown the last time.
They'll take over at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Check it out, baby.
They'll go from the I formation.
Don't stop that motor. There we go, baby.
Give it to the halfback. Nickerson comes up to make the play.
On
At
the
the
carry.
20-yard line.
No
No
gain
gain
on the
on that play as the linebacker slipped in almost unnoticed.
Yeah, he did a great job getting in there. He was looking for the run before they even
2nd
snapped
and
the
10.
ball.
Second
Ball
and 10.
on the 20-yard line.
They soft, man. Let's go now. We like to practice rules. Blue down, blue down. Come with it.
Throws it. Pass ball's incomplete.
The pass
Trying to throw a
ball's
deep one,
incomplete.
but
Kennison,
incomplete.
the
And then
intended
I'll face
receiver,
third
on the
down.
play. 3rd and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
I'm coming through, baby. Here I go. Let's run, man.
They're coming with the blitz. Gets the pass off.
I'll tell you, the defense made a
Wayne,
great stand
the
right
intended
there.
receiver on the play.
Number 3 comes into the game for the punt. Thomas looks like he's ready for the return. And so the punt goes out of bounds. Ball
1st
on their
and
own
10.
48.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go.
Number 39, the lone setback. Setting up play action with the pass. Receiver running and breaks free. The 10. Touchdown, visiting team.
The receiver ran a perfect route, and he turned around just in time to see the ball and make the catch.
They'll line up for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good. They've now scored 14 unanswered points.
And they're doing a good job executing on both the offensive and the defensive side of the ball right now. I'm thinking they're going to keep this run going.
Number 9 is just about ready to kick this one away. This one is taken by Reed. He forced a 3 and out on the offense's last possession.
They'll take over at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. We're talking
The
about
visiting team with a 4-man front. Here they come. This pass
ball's
is incomplete.
He decided to
Smith,
try and
the
pass it,
intended
but he
receiver
was
on the
taking
play.
so much heat that it just kind of wobbled out of there.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
All right, had to go grab me some more coffee there.
Out of the I formation. Keeps
Tough
it.
time waking
Trying
up
to
this
avoid
morning.
the
That
headbutt.
is not what the
Final
Pandas need. This game got out of hand early and quickly.
So
At
we've
the end
reached
of
the
the
end
third
of the third quarter
the
with
score
the
is
visiting
the
team
away team.
ahead of the home team. 59,
The home team.
14.
14.
The home
fourth quarter
team, who are
is
just
about to
about
begin.
dead in this one, have the ball as we start the final quarter. It's
Third
third
and
down and
5.
5 to go.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Be fearless.
Well, what is it, 45? So they get
Man
he can
drops
just score
back,
8 touchdowns in the
gets
fourth
pass
quarter
off,
here.
jumps up and
Don't
comes down
don't
with
think that's
This
gonna
is a
happen.
guy who comes to play, and he seems to make big catches when they really need him. This time they needed
Too many
to third
turnovers
down, and he's there
early
for
by
the
Bradshaw. He
reception
threw
and the
3
first
picks
down.
today. Or, well, that I saw. Like, Could have thrown another one while I was gone because it looks like they scored again. 52-14 when I left.
Stiff arms the defender to the ground. Running with a lot of room.
Oh, he got a block.
Field.
That's going to help his stats.
The 20,
That's
the
about
10.
it.
Touchdown, home team. Great job staying on his feet and going all the way to the end zone.
Was able to stiff arm Brian Dawkins to get free there.
Anderson comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. The home team still with a huge deficit to overcome.
Yeah. You could say that. But yeah, I think, what, 2 of the interceptions were
Number 3 is back and ready to put this
when they were
one
getting ready
in
to
the
score,
air.
and one of those
Sends
was
it
returned
safe.
101 yards for a touchdown, so that's a 14-point
This one
swing.
is taken by Thomas.
Miss out on points because of the other interception.
25-yard line.
And then the third one, I think, was towards the middle of the field. I don't think they were threatening for points at that one.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
But still, limits your offense's chances to score points
Only one man in the backfield.
and or gives up
Looking to
points.
run it here.
Never going to turn out well for you.
The home team. And that's a very rare sight to see him fumble.
Wow.
I don't recall
Zonka
seeing
puts
the
it on the
ball
ground.
pop out of his hands too often. When you get a lot of carries, percentages eventually play against you.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Don't stop that motor. Bring it up, bring it up. Hey, watch the screen. Here we go, baby.
He tucks it away. Nickerson is there for the
22
tackle.
with the carry.
At the 34.
1 yard
They wanted to
loss
pound
on
it
the
through the
play.
middle, but they got pounded for a loss.
I'll tell you, that was a perfect time for these guys to call a blitz. They got in there, filled the gap,
Second
and
and
brought down
11.
the back for a loss.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Keep the throttle down. Hey,
The visiting team come out in a nickel package with the pass. Just couldn't get that pass under control.
Pass interference on the defense. Number 57,
And they
first
say
down.
the defender made contact with the receiver too early.
The defender has to do a better job at reading the receiver's eyes in, so he can
Ball
tell
on the
when the pass is coming.
24-yard line.
watch the hard count. They ain't got nothing. Hold the look.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package.
Watch the face.
He tucks it away. White comes up to make the play
22 on
at
the
the
run.
18-yard line.
5-yard
Number 22
gain
with a nice
on the
burst
play.
through the middle.
Seen
of
an
the
awful
time.
lot of runs
5-yard
here to be
pickup.
so far behind, right?
They're inside the 20.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
Blue down, blue down. Let's go, boys. Come on.
The visiting team with a 4-man front. Pressure coming. What a tackle from behind. The defense is the big
makes
reason
the
this
sack.
team has the lead.
Loss
They've gotten to
of
the quarterback
6 on the
4
play.
times. After the sack, they'll be looking at 3rd and long
I mean,
here.
I don't know what that was all about. He didn't have the ball.
Stay soft, man. No more, fellas.
Sayers, the deep back,
Gale Sayers in the game finally.
with the throw. And he goes out at the
Griffith with the
17-yard
reception.
line. Griffith
Gonna
couldn't
bring
make
up
it to
fourth
the marker,
down.
On the
and it
play.
brings up 4th down.
Interesting. They're going to take the 3 or are they going to try to go for it?
4th and 3.
Box left.
Going to go for it.
Deuce it, deuce it. One time
Sayers still in the backfield.
Here, they're going to go for it. To the end zone. Picked off in the end zone.
Oy.
Number 21 comes up with a big play for the defense.
Too many mistakes for Bradshaw today. I think that's his 4th pick on the day.
So they're ready to go on offense after the interception. They'll start at the 20. The home team come out in a 4-3. Handed off to the back. Stubblefield is
That play
there
is
for the
good for a
tackle
first
at
down.
the 31. And he was able to create a lot of space on that run, John.
Well, it started with some good blocking. And when he got through there, he turned upfield, and they weren't in
First and
position to
10.
tackle him.
Ball on their own
the
31.
31-yard line.
Will. Here we go.
The home team with a four-man front gives the ball off. Stiff arm to the ground. The
Uh-oh.
40. Urlacher is there
Okay.
on the stop. At
So
the
they caught him. If
45-yard
not, he
line.
was probably
Let me show you
gone.
what happened on that run. This guy absolutely
Thought he was
tees
gone
off on
anyway.
the defender. I mean, he puts him right on his back. That's about as good a block as you're going to see.
There we go, D. I'm coming through, baby. Bring it! Set. Hey. Hey.
Now they're starting to work the clock a little.
Going to the air on first down. Throws it. And this pass is completed. This one will be spotted
Reed
at the
on the
31-yard line.
The
He
result
put
of
the
the
hit
play
on him, and
is
he
a
now
first
has
down.
7 tackles. John, he's proven he's a
I
consistent
don't know what that
target.
camera
Yeah,
angle was.
especially in situations where they're looking to get first down yardage.
First and
Ball
10.
on the 31-yard
Ball
line.
on the 31-yard line.
Under 10. Here we go. Let's go.
Number 39, the lone setback. They give it to the halfback. Williams is there for the
Tucker on the
tackle
carry.
at the 21-yard
Gain of
line.
10
They couldn't
on the
bring him
play.
down very easily that time.
Yeah, and when the back can get out there and run through defenders, it just makes this offense that much more difficult
First
to
and
slow
10.
down.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Watch the hard count. Watch the snap down. So low.
The
So
home
low.
team come out
Sims in the
4-3.
game.
Hand off to the tailback. Stubblefield comes up to
Sims
make the
with the
play
carry.
at the 17.
5-yard gain
Sims
on the
finds some
play.
room after taking the handoff, and it looks like about a 5-yard pickup. Second and 6 coming up here.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
Everything you got. Keep it up. All right, here we go. It's on. Watch each other back.
With the counter play.
Let's go.
Suggs is there on the
Sims
stop
on the
at
run.
the 11-yard line.
5-yard
Sims with a
gain
nice
on the
burst
play.
through the middle that time. 5-yard pickup. 11
and
yards
inches.
to the end zone.
Ball on the 11-yard line.
The home team come out in a 4-3. Handed off to the back. Number 75
Sims
is there
on
on
the
the
carry.
stop, but they allow
Gain
them to
of
pick up
2
the
on
first.
the play.
They're making it look easy out there. The 5th first down on this drive.
Yeah, and the key out there has been great play calling and even better execution. They mixed
First
it
and
up
goal.
well, and the
Ball on
defense
the
has been on their
9-yard
heels this whole drive.
From the start.
Number 39, the lone setback. Taylor moves in motion.
Hey, watch that screen. Deuce it. Let's go.
Gets the call. Nice play fake. Keeps his feet moving. They'll run this one. Allen is there
on the
for the
run.
tackle.
Gain
Picked up
of
a few
4
yards on the
on the
scramble,
play.
John.
He's one of those guys who's willing to run to make something happen. You have to be aware of that kind of thing on defense.
6
Second and
more
goal.
yards, and they'll put up
Ball on
6.
the 6-yard line.
Hold the look.
Well, I think that they score again. It might already be the highest amount of points we've had scored in a game so far, but if they score again, they certainly will be. I don't think we've had any 60s yet.
Big hit by the defensive end. Ball is 2.5 yards out. This is the 10th play of this drive.
Let's go, boys.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
Nothing. Don't stop. No
Levin,
second motor.
the deep back.
Dorsey Levens into the game.
Post left. Ain't no thing.
Hand off to the tailback. Great fake to the end zone. Touchdown, visiting team.
Another
Here's what
receiving
happened. The
touchdown
one
for
thing that
Otis
makes
Taylor.
this play work is a fake to the back, and then with that, it gets a receiver that half step he needs to make the catch.
Warren's 5th touchdown today. Bradshaw did not fare so well. I think he has 4 picks on the day, if I counted correctly. Extra point to give him 66, and I believe that is the highest amount scored so far in this league.
The point after is good. The visiting team have it all working now as they continue to expand their lead. Number 9 in to kick this one off. From the 3.
It sure doesn't look like they're going to be able to come back in this one. But it's an issue of pride. They want to prove that they're better than they've played so far.
2-minute warning coming up.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Be careful. One of us gonna make a play.
Number 22, the lone back. He's going to run, and he plays it safe by going down to the turf.
Two minutes to go.
2 minutes to go.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
I can do it, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package.
Williams
They're blitzing.
makes
Great
the
day
sack.
for this defense.
Loss of
5
2
sacks
on the
and
play.
counting. The offense is going to hurry things up here.
Let's go, let's go.
Wow, they're up 45 and still blitzing. Wow.
Throwing. Look left and hits his wide receiver with a short pass.
makes
The
47.
home team comes up empty on another third down attempt. Their 8th such failure. He's trying to get them back to the line. The rush is on with the pass, and it's complete. Nickerson is there on the stop at the 48. They want to hurry
Jesus,
it up.
Nickerson's been everywhere in this game.
Turn it up now.
I'm coming through, baby. Here comes the Blaze with the throw knocked away.
The pass
Wayne
falls
was his
incomplete.
intended target.
Waters on the
had the coverage on the play.
Second and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Watch your man. Yo, one. Let's go, boy.
He's really disrupting the
makes the
offense,
sack.
creating pressure and
No
getting
gain
sacks.
on the
That
play.
one is number 3, and they hurry up to the line.
Come on. Stay posted up.
Throws it. Thrown behind, but caught. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, home team. They put up 6 points by beating
Derek
the Cowboys.
Alexander's
Cover
second
2 does
touchdown, I
have some
believe.
holes, especially in the seams.
Anderson comes in for the extra point. The point after is good. The home team still down by a bunch. Number 3 comes in to kick off. Nice kick. Plenty of distance. This one is fielded by Thomas. Thomas
Kickoff
returns
return,
this one
22 yards.
to the 22-yard line.
Thomas on the return.
Ball on
They'll
their own
take over
22.
at the 22-yard line. First and 10.
Will. Keep moving. What's the hard count?
The defense lines up in the nickel. Throwing. Almost intercepted. Urlacher had his hands on it.
He's a pretty good cover
I actually
linebacker.
could have
He
used
can
that,
run with most
although
guys, and
I
he
think
gets
it's
good
too little too
position.
late.
Then he reads the pass and he makes his move. But he'll drop a few like that one.
We're
Second
just
and
about
10.
down.
I mean,
to one
it
ball.
is too little too late.
22-yard
Not that I think it is.
You can't stop me.
The home team with a 4-man front.
Baby, rock and roll.
Closing in, going for the deep man. This pass is incomplete. The receiver might have had his step.
What do you need
but
to do that for?
On
He's
the
got a
play.
strong arm, and sometimes he'll let a pass get away from him a little bit.
Got a minute left in
You'll
the
see him
game. Run the
overthrow just
freaking
like that
ball.
one.
What are they doing?
Third and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Stay in your lane.
I don't understand that call at all.
Tucks it away. Williams comes up to
Neal
make the
on the
play
run.
at the
No gain
22-yard
on the
line.
play.
That third down run, not enough to keep the drive alive, so the punting team coming in.
There's nothing wrong with trying to grind it out in the fourth quarter when you're playing with a lead.
Very solid defensive effort to force the 3 and out.
And the Pandas almost out of their misery.
They'll spot this one where it went out.
This is one of those
That was a
situations
terrible
where
punt.
they're playing for respect. The game really hasn't gone the way they thought it would, but they have a lot of pride in their team. And I'd expect to see them keep fighting till that final whistle.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
On the 42-yard line.
Well, that's 11 seconds, John. Thanks for your insight there, buddy.
Scans the defense from the gun.
All right, now.
They'll pass on first down. Good protection. Going deep, looking for something in the end zone. This pass is incomplete.
4 seconds.
So this could be the last play of the game.
On the 42-yard line.
Back it up, baby. Let's go, D. Let's go.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package.
Come on, fellas.
Dropping back. Deep throw. He was
Oh,
not much of a contest. One team pouring it on for a big margin of victory.
66, the home team.
well, the game finished, so hopefully that means I did correct the issue with it crashing.
EA Sports. Any publication, rebroadcast, or
At
other
least we're
use
hoping so anyway.
the descriptions and accounts of this game without the express written permission of EA Sports is prohibited. This is Al Michaels. Good night.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and end that one and get it saved so we don't lose it again. And it looks like the next one coming up will be the Toronto Chainsmokers at the Birmingham Blitz. Let's see who we got for the... I think I looked at this already though, but let's see who the... We already played the game of the week? No, the game of the week is showing 2-0 Lightning and 2-0 hosting the 2-0 Jacks. Georgia Jacks and the Leesburg, or the Little Rock Lightning, Leesburg. It doesn't look like we have any other undefeateds going against each other. We do, however, have 2 0-2 teams, Honolulu Powerhouse and Anchorage Armageddon going at it. So somebody will get a win there. And then we have the 0-2 Louisville Luck and the 0-2 San Jose Quake. So somebody will get a win there. Looks like the only 2 lost teams against each other in the mix. We already played one here. And the Spirit got the win. The Dog Pound and the Aces coming up. That looks like a decent matchup. And then we got a couple of 2-0 teams trying to stay undefeated. We'll see how that goes. A few actually. Memphis Flood trying to get their first win. Alright, well we got that one saved and in the books, so don't need to save that again. We did it already. We're going to go ahead and end that one there, and we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.